Welcome. This is my first post as the cottage artist. I'm going to learn a lot from doing this, I hope. I just want to wish you all a very happy new year. I've just had the news on and learnt of the terrible tragedy in New Orleans, and I don't really have words, but I'm sending you lots of love and hope for the future. I wanted to do a YouTube channel to promote my art and to connect with people. I'm quite a reclusive person, really. I'm not sociable. I'm 56, a rather ragged 56, and I have chronic fatigue syndrome, so I get tired. I get very, very tired, very easily. But I know that over the years I've been very comforted by some of the YouTubers that I've watched. And you don't have to be particularly talented or wonderfully good looking. You can just be you. And that's a good thing, isn't it? Just to be us, just to be ourselves. And there's so many lonely people out there, very lonely people. But somehow I've watched over the years how all these lonely people connect just through one YouTube post and someone that they follow, and it brings them a lot of joy. And rather than just sit here and moan and watch other YouTubers, I just thought I'd give it a go. So here we are. So I live in Cornwall in the UK, very wet and windy Cornwall as it is at the moment, and it's pretty often wet and windy here in Cornwall. And I'm hoping that with time I'm going to get better at YouTubing. For my first post, I do not know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying. So hopefully you'll stick with me. And if you don't, you don't. There's thousands of people out there that are doing this. Even someone in their 80s. So there's hope for me yet, I hope. I hope. I've used hope so many times. And that's all you can do, really, isn't it? In life is hope. If you don't have hope, what else do you have? Not a great deal. So I've started producing art. I've always painted. Even from a child, really. And I've done all sorts of weird and wonderful jobs. I was a professional actress at one stage and didn't get very far. It's such a challenging and hard thing to break into. But I managed to do quite a bit of fringe theatre, touring pantomime, children's theatre. I've worked in law, in criminal law, didn't like that, and ended up working for the police as a crime scene examiner. I never really found anything I've felt comfortable with, but I like painting and I love reading. So hopefully over the next few months I'll be able to share my painting with you. I have my painting on Etsy as Hannah Matheson. My grandmother was Scottish and she was born on the Isle of Lewis, the very top of Scotland. Most of my ancestors come from the Isle of Lewis. Both my parents were raised in London, right in central London, near King's Cross. And I grew up in Camden and Bloomsbury at somewhere called the Brunswick Centre, which you can YouTube that if you want. Google it, it's on there. And it was lovely, really lovely place to grow up in. And when I was 16, my parents brought me down here to Cornwall. And I think I'd always felt that I belonged in the countryside, even though I lived in an urban setting. I never felt at home there. I always yearned for the sea or for the moorland or for greenery anyway. I mean, I used to spend a lot of time in Regent's Park as a child. But I'm a lot happier in the countryside. I think the pace of life fits in with me. I'm not particularly sociable. Anything that's fast moving, I can't keep up now. But I did work in London, in East London, and saw some quite horrific things as a crime scene examiner. And I think if you're in any way, shape or form sensitive, then you really have to be careful what you look at, because what you look at can stay with you. It's hard to eradicate it. I also became a hypnotherapist, clinical hypnotherapist, so I'm registered to do that. I don't do it. So I live here with my two animals. I have one very large Labrador cross called Norman, and a cat, a black cat called Bob, which is short for Beast of Bodmin. And I have 3 children, and they are all in their early adulthood. Only one lives with me still. And I'm also divorced. I've been divorced, since 2011, and I'm very, very happily divorced. I've had quite a lot of turbulence in my life. It's never been easy. Quite a dysfunctional family, really. But I wouldn't change my family for anyone. But I'll go into more detail. I'll fill you in as we go along. If I can keep this YouTube channel going. I intend to do some more paintings, and hopefully I'll be able to take you along with me when I'm doing them, so you'll get to see how I work. I'm currently doing a teaching English as a foreign language course. So I'm hoping to finish that. I've got 6 months in which to complete it. So I'll be working on that. Quite enjoying that. And we'll go out and about in Cornwall. I'll show you some of the places that I love. Places that speak to me, and hopefully they'll speak to you too. So hopefully, again, hopefully, there's the hope word. Hopefully we'll connect more and we'll share a journey together. And you won't be lonely because you'll have me to talk to you. And you can talk to me. We can share things together. And I'd love that. I'd love to hear from you wherever you are in the world. And hear about your lives. And hopefully I can bring you some joy. And we can share things together. And that's what, I think that's what the beauty of YouTube offers, because it's YouTubers that have definitely kept me going in some of my darkest moments. People I subscribe to, and there's no need to be lonely. There's no need to sit and wonder, because there are people out there that can talk to you and can tell you what their strategies are for survival. So hopefully we'll connect again. And I don't expect very many people to watch this channel to start with. This is my very first ever post. And I have no idea, not a Scooby-Doo, how to do editing. I haven't got a clue, not a clue. So I'm going to hopefully, try to edit this and make some form of post. And so I hope to see you soon. And we'll go on a journey together. Take care. Bye.